Hello, everyone, and welcome back to round one back nine action of our feature card here at the TruBank Des Moines Challenge here in Indianola, Iowa. BigBarri commentary bringing you another Disc Golf Pro Tour event. And we had a solid front nine from our card. Very solid.
Very, yeah. I think what's going to happen, though, is these guys are going to have to keep that pace going on the back nine because there's, as you could see on that leaderboard, on the front nine, that leaderboard was stacked with a lot of like 4 to 6 to 7 unders on that front nine.
3 bogeys while our card was collectively shooting 22 under on the front nine. So many birdies that offset. And yeah, you talk about that front nine. We got some good action out there. 3 scores at 7 under. Quite a few at 6. Here we go into the action. Hole 10, par 5, 860 feet. The tee pad has been moved about 40 feet left, and it changes the angle on this tee shot tremendously. Can't get quite as much forward distance. It's more hyzer, safe play off the tee. But the second shot is pretty similar. You're just trying to get to the bottom of the hill and move left on that second. And look at this, Gannon not going big hyzer, going up the middle. Finding himself in a little tricky spot there, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, you want to have a run-up on your second shot because you're going to have to play it out over the OB as Brodie takes this one high
Beautiful.
in Boom City, USA. But if you're standstill, you have a tendency to pull it, and I'm curious to see if he goes to the sidearm from there or something of that nature.
Well, he's got a run-up. He's just got a tree in front of him.
I don't know, buddy. I know,
you don't think he has a run-up?
I
We'll see.
mean,
We'll see.
That looked pretty close to the tree. You could be right, yeah. We're buds, but I can't just like...
No, you can't be a yes, man.
Yeah, I can.
The one time I want you to disagree with me, you agree with me. Good. Ezra hanging it out wide, and that is a very common error, and that is an early OB. And because he has to go so far back up the hill, par is going to be so hard to get now. It's going to require a huge forehand approach from that spot to get to the green. All right, and standstill it is for Gannon. I'll let you know. You were right.
No, you were right. He could have ran up.
He just chose this.
For some reason, he chose to make it significantly harder. This game too easy for him. It's like 7 in a row. I should stand still from here.
Yeah. Brodie playing the hole very well. Unfortunate curl in that direction. You want it to finish off to the right side of your screen for the best angle. Or shorter works as well. I think Simon's going to like that.
This doesn't look too bad.
No, it doesn't actually. Very well done.
That should be a par. Even though par putts from just outside the bullseye are harder than birdie putts, I believe. For some reason. Statmando just messaged me and said that is statistically the truth.
And they also awarded you best words of 2023.
5 times running.
Gannon inside bullseye. He's going to have his 8th consecutive birdie. Simon's going to have to make it from 28 feet.
You can only win that award once. That's so stupid that I said that.
You just lost your award.
I know.
The next word's out of your mouth. An opportunity for not happening. And closer than I thought, actually. And that's a letdown putt. But the thing Simon's doing is he's giving himself tons of looks.
Yeah.
The only hole that he hasn't had a birdie look on, I think, is hole 2. Every other hole, he's missed the putt for birdie or birdied.
And I feel like on this course, this is just like lunch meat for him. Like a Simon, there's a lot of room from right to left to be able to work a disc on these holes. Well, he's a freaking defending champion.
Yeah.
I don't really have to go there.
No, you don't have to. I think everyone knows that Simon plays well here and everywhere else that he has ever been.
Well. and that's probably correct.
Well, I mean, he won 4 times on tour last year. That's just incredible. This Snelling fella.
Are you saying that he's like a bird?
He's getting a lot of them. He's getting a lot of bird feathers out there. Hole 11, I consider this to be the hardest hole in the course. Even the statistics says it is the second hardest. Tee shot is very quick to get to the bottom of the hill. You can find yourself in the backwoods easily. But the way to mitigate that is to go this big hyzer stall shot, and that is what Gannon is doing. And hanging on. Okay, deal. And Brodie just going directly over the tree instead of going that left or right lull. And that is also just hanging on the right side. You could be technically on the fairway, but another 5 feet right, and it feel every bit like you're off the fairway. Okay, deal.
Are they all going to go right there?
Well, Ezra has an opportunity to make it 4 for 4, and this looks to be a little bit more in the center of the fairway. Nope, right there. Okay, never mind.
What the heck?
But you can see how his angle is going to be a little tricky.
Trying the flex shot.
And Gannon's birdie streak is most likely coming to an end here, but I think you've done pretty good work there with the 8 straight to get you here.
That was a clean release there.
Probably looked like a foot fault because he marked his disc and put his disc to the side, but I can guarantee you he didn't miss his mark by 7 feet.
Get a skip.
Okay, so this is why the hole doesn't average 4.5, because people, I guess, birdie it.
I believe they birdie it.
Frequently, yeah. Okay, so Simon won't be missing that one, meaning we'll probably have 3 birdies on this hole, which is bananas. You ever had those little treats? They're good.
A banana?
Barnana. It's like a chocolate and banana little poppable treat. They're delicious.
Not a big fan. Not a big fan of like bananas with like chocolate. I like bananas though, and I like chocolate.
None of this makes any sense.
Put them together, not a big fan.
Well, 3 under for this card is phenomenal.
Yes. Now you put chocolate with peanut butter in big time. I love that.
Europe just isn't, like Scandinavia, not interested in chocolate or peanut butter as a snack. I just don't understand it. What's the deal with that? Scandinavia, can you comment why peanut butter isn't a more common candy in your land? It drives me crazy. It's so delicious. Anyhow, on to 12. How does this happen every round we do commentary, Paul?
What?
Par 3, 260 feet downhill, elevated basket this year. And that can be tricky because this green has a lot of low ceiling areas that can make that uphill putt tough.
Oh, no.
Does that stay in bounds?
No.
It does not. And that means he will be going to the drop zone. Any OB and missed mandatories go to the drop zone. So big time mistake on what feels like one of the easier holes in the course there for Brodie.
It's a good shot there from Simon. Perfectly down the middle, misses the rocks.
And once again, another opportunity for Brodie. He just keeps putting himself in position. Ezra also misfires, comes up low. Gannon just playing the speedy disc into the hillside, playing the ground play, getting a decent result. Oh, watch out.
Scooting back there. Tough little look. He's going to have one of those little, with all the stuff in his his way. Oh. I guess nothing in his way.
Yeah, and still a solid bogey save.
Perfect little cubby hole for him.
Yeah.
He like fit in there.
Perfectly fit for his size. Yeah. A foot left or foot right. He might not be able to really get a clean stroke on that one. Gannon, however, not leaving another stroke on the green. Only missed that one putt on hole 2. Simon continuing his birdie ways. Pretty crazy to see that he's 8 under through 12 holes and he has 3 missed putts.
Couple 6-unders from
Couple 8s, couple 6s. Snelling still holding strong. Incredible.
At Discraft, we don't wait to see what the future holds. We build it. The future is in your hands.
Dawson Snelling. Let's get to know his name. From Moline, Iowa. You said you've hung out with him?
No, I've never met him. I've played 100 hours of Fortnite with him, though.
Oh, really?
He's part of the crew.
That's awesome. Whoa. Simon looking hyzer? Don't see many players doing this. There's an out-of-bounds right side of the pin to penalize anyone for going too far right, but Simon goes way too far left. And this will be one of the first times, the second time that he won't have a real look for birdie.
Clunks right into the Guardian.
I really like this hole. Keeps the players honest.
What do you think the correct shot is on the perfect shot?
The very perfect shot is a shot you won't see really anyone ever go with, but it is a right to left flexing forehand through the right side gap, the very tight right side gap, because it opens up everything the most. Once you get through the tight gap, all the gaps from there get the biggest.
Right.
I think.
And it slows the sidearm
The speed down a little bit, yeah.
And I would add that going through the middle gap with a mid-range turnover kind of opens up.
Yeah,
So
mid-range, or maybe if you have a putter, control the ceiling. And so I don't know exactly what's going on with Gannon, but he is trying to figure out how to get to his lie, perhaps. And is he pointing to
He's
thorns?
wondering if he can move some
okay.
debris. He's wondering if it's dead and unattached, I'm assuming, and that if he can move it away from his lie.
Okay.
And so he's asking the group and an official, and then he got no official, so he's going to do 2 throws. So a provisional, which would be this one. This would be his provisional shot. And
Well
then
done.
now he will be throwing again.
And this is with the thing moved now?
Yep.
Okay. Doesn't seem to matter much in the end.
No.
2 quality throws.
Very quality from that.
Yeah.
From back to back, it essentially was the same shot. I don't know what was going on there. Like, he moved it, but it was the same stance, same swing.
After he executed the shot the way he wanted to, I bet you he was thinking, man, do I really have to do this again now? This is unnecessary. Ezra's birdie putt. He's had one of those fall out. This time it falls in. A smile and a birdie. On a hole that plays pretty tricky. 333 feet. It's getting a lot of threes.
Yeah, these last 2 were the 2 that I was mentioning were kind of the coin flip holes. Like, you'll probably get them at least once.
Yeah, you're definitely looking to be 1 under through these 2 holes. If you can get both, that's great.
Yep.
But no one on our card was able to get both. Brodie coming up 1 over in that stretch. That's tough.
Like tough, like new lingo?
Yeah.
Like that's tough.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. Look at
No.
Ezra's little... I know what you're saying. Like, he's a tough guy.
That's not what I mean.
Well, I'm just looking at Ezra's accordion scores here. Can't get anything going, but he's still shooting a solid round. And birdie, par. Explain what you mean. Like, can you?
Like, yeah. Like if you do, like if you're outside and you do a kickflip, I could be like, that's tough.
That's what I mean. Like, tough guy. Yeah.
No. You know what? It's fine.
I just don't get it. I'm too old now, I guess.
Tough luck for you, Mr. Oldie Pants. I'm old too. I don't think I know what it means, honestly, which is why I couldn't answer. That is a great kick.
Yeah, really great kick. That goes too far right, and you're in a really bad spot. Still going to be insanely tough birdie from there, but if you want a birdie, try to match this line here from Simon, because that is gorgeous. Drifting down the right side fairway the whole time, kind of standing up, but never in danger of going too far right or left.
Is this a mid-range? Because if it is, good. If not, he's going to be short and left. But I think there's an over-the-top play.
Yeah, there's an aggressive route.
When you go, I saw people playing for it yesterday. Like short left by those pines, and then they just go spike hyzer over the top, like straight up and down.
That was a beautiful shot from Brodie.
Oh, no.
Does that go B? Oh, jeez.
That was
so close to being perfect.
You could tell the way he got on his knees that it was like the right shape to be good.
He liked it, and it just didn't quite get through that low ceiling. So Gannon does go over the top, and this is a huge shot, and boy, was it a good one. Just inside the circle, it appears. Does Simon match that? Yeah, it looks like he's going high as well. Okay.
So that's a thing that they do here on this hole. They try to go like spike hyzer, inverted.
And Schlebach is getting so much time as caddies. And he's on everyone's bag. Like this time he's on Simon's bag.
Yeah, he knows how to pick the front runners. Attaboy. Ezra.
Awkward spot. And, oh boy. I don't know if he can save the bogey. We'll see. This is going to be a really tricky lie. Oh my gosh. What a good delivery.
That's a bummer.
Just
looks
to the
so
wrong address.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
And then it will be a double for Ez.
The poof cloud.
Yeah. And the birdie ways continue for Gannon.
Simon, keeping pace though. How can he be keeping pace when? That's so weird. Simon's not a bogey guy.
Yeah.
Gannon is a bogey guy. And now who's keeping pace with who?
Well, Gannon hasn't missed many putts, and Simon has missed many putts. And that's the difference.
So he's keeping pace with Gannon at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to keep pace with Dawson Snelling is what they're trying to do because he came out to play today. Hole 15 is a par 4 dogleg left off the tee. You can't get a ton of distance because of the tree and the hillside and the angle and all the factors there. But you want to just get around this corner and set yourself up for 300 to 340 approach about. But it is a huge right to left slope on this green. Very tricky on the approach.
Does he get the skip?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now he has all kinds of options.
Probably some kind of flattish mid-range. Oh, boy. That is so sticky.
Haven't seen an early release like that in a while. And he's playing well. I mean, he's playing really well.
Yeah. I mean, so is Ezra. I mean, the double bogey. And he's still 5 under par.
That's where a bad drive goes almost.
Yeah. And he's still out. Awkward hillside run up. How much trust does he have with this? This looks pretty decent. It's going to be skipping downhill a little bit, but an opportunity from circle's edge for the par. This is probably heading in a similar area. A little bit harder.
I wonder if he hit something or if he made it all the way in there.
Looked like he kind of caught the bottom brush there as it was getting down there to the left. And look at the trust here from Gannon. This is so high and wide.
Stable.
Yeah. And he loves that shot shape, and he works that so well.
Sit. Yeah. Yep. Very good. All of them.
See how Gannon was able to manipulate the ground control by going so high.
Just a little too low.
And the par save is high for Brodie.
Yeah.
2 putts in a row that looked good, just didn't fall in time. And Ezra continuing his every other hole birdie stretch that he's been on for quite a while now. And regardless of how well Simon finishes 16, 17, 18, this round is going to be a what could have been. 4 opportunities missed on the putting greens.
I mean, that last... Yes, I hear what you're saying.
I'm not saying that it's been a bad putting round, but it's definitely not been.
That putt was so hard on this hole.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they just have been all so close. And thus far, he's only been out of birdie putting position twice.
Do you think if Gannon's where he was, he makes all of them?
No, not all of them.
Maybe, though.
But maybe.
Yeah.
And now we've got a collection of 10 unders here. 4 players with 3 holes to go. See if anyone can get to 12 or maybe even 13 with a birdie finish.
Dawson's cooking.
It's cool to see a new name. I've never heard of Dawson before now, but it's coming out swinging. Hole 16, very touchy, 315 feet. Look how smooth and soft Gannon goes here. Just got to avoid that middle tree.
Oh, that is as good as you can do. Most people going so stable, and he's just throwing the nice, smooth putter.
That is a different line, but could be similar results. Not quite. Out there in mid-C2 territory for Ezra. Very scary putt from there. I like the shape of this.
I wonder if anybody ever goes OB here.
You mean on this card or just people in general? Because
Just
I can
people in
guarantee you
general.
people in general are going OB. A lot of people are hitting that tree that Brodie just misses and going OB right. And if they get too much speed on the green, you can see the OB stake on the right side of your screen.
Oh, I found it.
Very, very close.
I use it as a...
Wow, Ez.
Let's go, dude. That's dead center.
What
That
a
was
putt.
beautiful.
Misses that left or right side, and that is skipping deep OB. That is a huge putt to step up and make.
Courageous.
Yeah.
Perfect. What I was going to say is I use that OB stake as like something to grab on when I'm grabbing my disc out of the creek.
Yeah.
So I don't fall
It's
in.
a very important handle. Safety first.
Yeah, right there to the left.
Yeah, I mean, right there, you can see how close the OB is. It is quite close.
And that was a great angle to show Ezra making that putt down the hill to show you how downhill it is. It's not like this gradual little downhill hole. It's like
315 playing 212.
Yeah.
And a star frame, largely in part to 3 great drives and 1 huge, crazy and courageous putt from Ezra. And we now have 3 players at 11 going to hole 17. Brand new tee position, and what a beautiful find. One of the prettier holes you're going to play on tour. You got the red mulch green grass fairway, tight wooded hole. Can't ask for much more.
I mean, what did you think he was going to do? Miss the fairway?
Huh. Remember when he was 1 over through 2?
Nope.
Long time ago. Common error to make.
I always think that sometimes missing a shortish putt early on in the round can be beneficial to not making that mistake down the stretch, missing it early, not missing a low one again.
Brodie going flex forehand through the inside tree into the bullseye. Missing his line by a foot, but it doesn't matter. It's the right foot to miss it on.
What year did he start playing disc?
2019? Was it 2019?
2019. It was. And my point is Simon's been playing since he was. Since
1989.
And Brodie's up here battling with these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely something we shouldn't push past.
No, I mean, his ascension has been quick. Simon, another horrible birdie miss. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Just can't make a 70-foot putt to save his life today.
Yeah, right. It's just funny how we put these players on this pedestal of like, well, you got to make your 45-footers, buddy. Otherwise, why are you on the featured card?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
And it's a level that, I don't know, I think even you and I are still getting used to seeing, and it's still evolving from week to week.
It's happening fast. And look at that. A couple Iowa boys have now separated themselves from the pack. A couple of GBs as well. Gannon Bird, Gavin Babcock, as you know him, Bobby. 12 under going into the final hole. Hole 18, par 5, 1080. That is 4 full rotations as we go up this fairway. Get it? Okay, never mind.
Get the camera some gas. The little buzzer. It's gonna run out. It's a long ways up that hill.
It really is. Uphill the whole way. Can really throw it as far as you can off the tee here.
Yes. You want to be left side so that you can then throw like a gap shot through the trees around the guardian bush. We'll show you the guardian bush in a second because they're going to be going all over it or around it. But right inside these trees where they're going is the money spot. It also gives you a sneaky backdoor eagle play if you get far enough to the left.
Uphill 1080, eagle.
I remember AB going for it a few times last year.
Have we seen a 3 on this hole?
In practice, I saw some people getting way up there.
That would be just nuts.
Very good.
Why did Simon get more claps than anyone else? That's right next to another disc.
People like him better.
This is so good. Hanging that right side. The real problem tree on this hole is in the middle of the fairway, and it's this big, wily looking bush. It's so easy to find yourself in that area, and I think Brodie's passed it with his hyzer.
Yep, you'll see it right there.
Yeah, that thing is a collection monster, and it will gobble you up and not spit you out.
It's a collection monster for like a certain group of throwers that throw it between 475 golf shot and 400, but the 500 boys don't have a problem with it because they're throwing hyzer and easily, as you can see, all of them not having any problem. But for somebody who throws a little shorter, it comes into the perfect landing zone. Like, that's so far past it. It might be mid-range in.
The only time you'll ever see these guys in there is if they hit like a outer limb as they're passing that initial gap, and it slows them down.
Or they turf their drive.
And there's a fist bump there because that is playing this hole to perfection. Gannon Buhr is going to finish the round at 13 under par. 14 birdies on his journey today. That is how you start off the first round at nearly, almost an eagle there for Brodie. But that's how you hold down home court.
Ooh. Oh, boy. I thought that was going in the woods, and then it was right. It was perfect.
Oh, my goodness.
Did that hit the band and then the chains?
Or what? Was that just center?
I don't know. Let's see this. Band. Band, chains, basket.
Oh, my gosh. Ezra almost with the highlight of the season nearly.
That would have been so cool for that to catch because it would have just exploded the basket. Just boom. Oh, will be.
All right, Simon, just inside the circle.
The 5 hives coming to get him. Extend.
Yes.
Follow through.
All right. I mean, incredible round. Even though the putter didn't go in every time, he gave himself opportunities hole after hole. Never in any sort of concern with any bogeys today at all.
Brodie with an 8 under.
A good solid turkey to finish. An 8 under for Ezra too. I mean, they just got outclassed, but 8 under is a great starting round. And
combined almost 40 under.
That is good stuff from our featured group today. Gannon outclassing the rest of the field though. 13 under. Let's see if his buddy Gavin was able to get the birdie as well. See if we have a couple of 13s, and indeed we do. And speaking of the GB train, we've got Greg Barsby sneaking in our lead card going into round 2 with an 11 under tie with Simon. So 2 guys remaining on our feature to lead card.
Yeah, a couple things to note. Brodie, what a great round with 3 bogeys. That's kind of crazy.
Yep.
And then we have a double bogey and a bogey from Ezra.
3 over par strokes
Gannon
as well.
starting off 1 over after 2, getting 14 of the last.
Resilience.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. And then second day, weather looming.
Yes. Very inconspicuous. We don't know if we're even going to have a round on Saturday.
Right.
I mean, it's calling for thunderstorms from 11 all the way to 8 p.m.
Couple Tasmanian devils too.
Potential. So we might be looking at a 2-round tournament. We're not sure. Early lead for Gavin and Gannon could be pretty important here going into a potential 2-round tournament. We'll see though.
Thank you to the Founders Club. Don't get blown away by these crazy twisters.
Stay safe, folks. We'll see you for whatever the second round is here at the 2023 Des Moines Challenge.